Afternoon. The weekend is so close, you guys. It's so close. And hopefully I'm going to be able to send you into the weekend feeling inspired, because I've got a personal shopper show for you guys that is jam-packed full of beady goodness. I have some of the most beautiful Gollum Studio ceramic beads and pendants, as well as some beautiful fall favorites that I have picked out, some new things that have only been on the site for just a little while, some spooky cute things. So I am definitely feeling the fall vibes in my jewelry making, and I'm hoping to inspire you in the same kind of way. So we have a great show coming your way. Hey, Tanya. Hi, Terry. Hi, Laurie. Bobby's here. Hello, Julie. How are ya? Hi, Miss Gina. Gail, Tanya, Monica. So many familiar faces. I'm so glad to see all of you. Thanks for hanging with me this afternoon. I appreciate you so much, and I promise I'm going to show you some beautiful things. So as I mentioned, I am doing a personal shopper show today. I haven't done a personal shopper show in a while. I had been in the habit of doing these about once a month, and it has been probably 2 months since I've done one. So I've been kind of saving it up because I wanted to do something extra special, I guess. And that's kind of the way that I feel about today's show, because it's got so many wonderful pieces in it. And I know that there's going to be something in here that you are going to fall in love with. Now, if that's the case, just so you are aware, we are celebrating a fall cyber sale right now. It is a celebration. Any kind of sale is a celebration. We've got up to 55% off store-wide going on right now, so you definitely want to take advantage of that. And we also have the deal of the week. And the deal of the week is kind of an extension from last week's, which was a fabulous deal of the week, where it is buy 5, get the 6th one free of those top drilled beads that I absolutely adore. I made a really cool necklace out of them. You guys went bananas over it. And in addition to that, they have added to the deal of the week, buy 5 strands of the cushion rounds and get a 6th strand free. So that is super exciting. I love that. Those are 2 of my favorite beads. So I think it's pretty cool. And I hope that you will take advantage of that and create something fun with those, because they're just the coolest. They're just the coolest beads ever. So I think you're going to have a lot of fun playing with those and creating some fun styles with those. All right. So I'm going to get right into all of the things here. So as I mentioned, I have a little bit of everything in the show, but we're going to start with the Gollum Studio beads and pendants first. And then we're going to work our way through some new lampwork and some new charms and things that are more kind of fall themed, if you will. However, I think that a lot of the Gollum style or the Gollum Studio pieces that I have in the show would definitely work in some fall pieces. If you are getting ready to start making your pieces for gift giving for the holidays, the Gollum style beads are a great way to kind of personalize the pieces. They're just exceptional. So I think that you guys are going to love these. There's something for everybody. I'm going to turn you around. Let's do it. All right, so the Gollum Studio beads and pendants come in a lot of different styles. And I've tried to kind of group these together in a way that makes a little bit of sense. But I mean, I don't know. I think there's so many different kinds of styles that it's really going to be kind of all over the place, but in a good way, So the first ones that I'm going to show you are probably the most plain of the Gollum, but that doesn't mean that they are not fabulous, because I think they absolutely are. These are very tribal feeling. So for those of you who are unfamiliar, Gollum Studio, they are all handmade ceramic beads. They are made in small batches. So when you get them, you can know that you have a very you've got part of a very limited edition run of something, which I think just makes it extra special. So this one is super cute. So this is the dark clay with this sunburst on it, which I really kind of like. I love the kind of black and white contrast to these. Here's another one. This one's got a really cool little spiral on it. This one does have the addition of the orange. This one is the only one out of the 4 of these that I'm going to show you that actually has some color to it. The other 3 are the black and white I think that one's super cool. And then there's this one with a swirl on it, and they're double-sided, by the way. They're really, really cool. And what's great about them is that they have a large hole, so you're going to be able to put these on a lot of different kinds of bead stringing materials. This one's got a little fish on it. I love those. These are actually pretty new to me. I know these have been around, but these were new to me. When these hit the Art Beads website, I got really excited because all of the Gollum Studio stuff that I have is brightly colored. This was the first time I had been introduced to the ones that were just the two different colors, and I thought they were very, very cool. I think these are gonna lend themselves to some really awesome creative designs, kind of tribal feeling, as I mentioned. So very, very cool. I like those a lot. All right, so I'm gonna set these to the side because we've got a long way to go. It's gonna be a big show. It's gonna be a big show. All right, so I've got another style for you here that is Gollum. That I've got like I think 5 different ones that are very similar. So these actually kind of remind me of pottery, and all ceramic, you know, reminds you of ceramic pottery. But I think the style of the next few that I'm going to show you definitely gives me pottery vibes, but in a really good way, not in like a, you know, kind of cheesy way. Like, I think these are super, super cool. So this one is the Sunset Dot Stripe bead in the red and the green. And what's cool about this is that the red is not like a bright in your face red. This one is like a kind of a salmon color. It's kind of pinky, and the green is kind of minty. So I think it's a really interesting color combination. Very, very pretty. All right, kind of in the same style as that one. Actually, I'm just going to leave these out because they're so pretty. All right, here's another one. Same kind of feeling to this one. So this one is the dot and square, and this one is in blue, which is really pretty. All right, got another one here. This one is the blush dots, half glazed. And the half glazed, they're all half glazed, by the way. So they're shiny on one side and matte on the other. But this one is really pretty. It's purple, kind of lavendery purple. Very, very pretty. All right. This one is Indigo Rhythm. I love the blue. Very, very pretty. And then last but not least in this little collection here is the biggest of all of those in this kind of style, that half glaze. This one is the Midnight Ember bead with the teal and the yellow. This one is actually my favorite. I love the bold contrast of colors here. I think those are fabulous, and you can tell this one is a little bit bigger, but they're all so cool. Very, very pretty. I have not met a Gollum bead that I haven't liked. I absolutely love everything that they have ever made, ever. All right, moving on to another little selection here. All right, so these are more kind of floral, and I've got a few different kinds of these. So this is the Tree of Life bloom bead. This one's very, very pretty, kind of classic. I think a lot of people, when they think of Gollum, they think of this this pattern. They've made several colorways with this little pattern. That one's really pretty with the brown and the kind of lavendery purple. All right, this one is in red and blue. Same design, that Tree of Life design. Very, very pretty. Still floral, but different, is the Spring Daisy with the blue flowers on the green. I love that too. That's very springtime looking. So pretty. And then I've got one more with flowers, and this one is actually my favorite out of the flowers, is the dark blue. I like it the most. I'm really into high contrast. I really like high contrast. I don't know what it is, but I'm very inspired by things like that. So pretty. Very, very pretty. All right. Moving on to the sun pattern. This is also another pattern of Gollum's that is very, very well recognized and comes in a lot of different colorways. So there is this one that is the blue and white. One of my very first Gollum beads, I had a Tree of Life and I had one of these in this exact colorway, actually. Kind of looks like an eyeball. It was pretty cool. I like it. And it's a nice large bead. This one is light blue and white. Very pretty. They're so pretty. All right. And then we have the big orange and red. I think this one was fabulous for fall. This is going to make some really nice fall designs. Really pretty. And then a little bit smaller is the light blue and white. So it's this bead, just a little smaller if you're looking for something that's not quite as large, because these are very, very big. These are, let's see here. That is a 23 millimeter bead. So it's a pretty big bead. The smaller one is, the smaller one is a 17 millimeter bead. So they're still pretty big, but a little bit smaller. I love those. Love those so much. All right. All right, so I don't know if you guys know this. I mean, a lot of you will know this, but if this is your first introduction to Gollum style beads, you may not know that they also make pendants. Oh wait, actually, let's do the smaller beads. I almost forgot. I'm sorry. We're going to move into the pendants here in just a second, but I almost forgot that they do have some smaller beads. And I've got a couple of these to show you. So this one is the Meadow Daisy Barrel bead. These are really nice because you can use these with the larger beads to create some really fun design. That must not a good choice color wise, but you get what I'm saying. Like you could use these together. So you could use some of the smaller beads as like the little accents to them if you wanted to. So there's the barrel style in these. And then in the Tree of Life, there is a crimson petal round bead, and then the let's see here, this one is the golden bloom round bead. So these are going to work really, really well with these guys. It's not the exact color, but you could definitely put them far enough apart in a design that I don't think it would matter. But I love that. I love that they do have some kind of regular bead-sized beads that you can also use in your designs, which are really, really beautiful. I love the barrel. I think that's really cool. Super fun. Super, super fun. All right, so now let's move into the pendants, because what I was trying to say before I got distracted by the fact that I had forgotten something was that Gollum Design Studio, I always leave the design part out, they do make pendants as well. So it's not just the beads, but they do have some really beautiful pendants in a lot of different styles. So I'm going to show those to you. I thought this one was super cute, kind of whimsical. This one's got a little cat on it. The Whiskered Wonder. This one looks like a stone, which I think is fabulous. So cute. It's got a little kitty on it. I love it. Love it, love it. Super cute. All right. A couple of others that are kind of matted, like matte. They don't have that shiny glaze on them. So there is the Sunburst Bloom in orange. This is another great one for the fall. Very, very pretty. I love that bright orange. It's gorgeous. Super cute. All right, then there is another. This one is in red. It's not the same pattern. This one is a beautiful rustic bloom in red. Again, great for fall. Really, really pretty. Okay. Then same little pattern here. This one is just in the pink pastel. I like that one. It's kind of rustic looking. I really like that. And then last but not least in this kind of style is the pastel blue. That's very pretty too. Okay. Now, if you like the shiny glaze, I've got a couple of really pretty ones with the shiny glaze on them. So this one is the Midnight Bloom glazed blue. I think that's gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. So pretty. All right. These two coming up are some of my favorites. So the first one, this one's kind of big. This one's got the beautiful dragonfly on it. It says Winged Whimsy is the name of this one. And this gorgeous brown that I think is really cool. That's going to be a really nice piece. Can definitely see this as a fall necklace. Some beautiful like topaz colored check fire polish. That'd be really pretty. Love it. Love that. And then I equally love this one. This one's a little bit smaller, but it's that same beautiful brown. The Twin Currents charm, the little fish on it. Super cute. I like that. They're so special. I think they're very unique, obviously, but I think what makes them really special is they're kind of like the Gardan beads in the fact that they come in small batches. So when you have one, you know that you have a small piece of a collection that was very limited edition. I love that. That just, to me, makes them extra special. And they do reproduce some of their more popular ones, but there are some that you only see once, just one time around, and they don't make them again for whatever reason. Particularly things like this that are a little bit different than the flowers. You're probably always going to see these. This is such a popular style, but ones that are like this, they don't, you just don't see these as often, which I think makes them extra special. Couple of more pendants here, and then we're gonna move on to some festive things. Look at this pendant. This one is huge. This is the Gollum Design Studio Blossom Mandala pendant. It is so pretty, and it's got the Gollum stamp on the back. This one is stunning. Absolutely love it. What a work of art. Ugh. So pretty. So pretty. I'm just trying to imagine what kind of beady goodness you could create around this. Right? Janelda says, wow. Denise says, whoa. My words exactly. It's just so pretty. It's just so pretty. All right. I got another big showstopper here. And this one, there's actually a little bead that you could pair with this one. This one's gorgeous. This is the Peacock Flame Bloom. So pretty. Another great big one. It's got the Gollum stamp on the back. So pretty. Perfect for fall. This is the most beautiful color palette. I love it. I love it. And then this one, there's also a bead. So I saved this one to show you these two together. So this is the Sunset Edge almond bead in orange, and it's the same. It's really pretty because this one is an oval shaped bead. But could you imagine like creating some sort of enormous drop or necklace bracelet, right? Ooh, so pretty. So pretty. I love it. I love it. I love any kind of fall palette that adds something kind of out of the ordinary for fall, like purple and pink. Those are not normally colors that I think people associate with fall. And nobody says this has to be fall, but it's definitely giving me kind of fall vibes with the burnt orange and the red and the maroon. And I just think that it would definitely make an interesting fall piece for sure, particularly because it has that pink and purple in it, which I think is so unexpected and just beautiful. Very cool. Also, this has that same tree of life kind of flower in the middle, so you could potentially pair it with some of the tree of life flower beads as well, because that's the center here of the pendant. Off-centered, but still the center of the design. You know what I'm saying. All right, that is all of the Gollum goodies that I have in the show, which was a lot, actually. We're going to move on to some other fabulous things. All right, I have one more ceramic thing to show you that's not Gollum, but definitely Halloween-y, and one of my favorite little finds. Every once in a while I find something on the ArtBees website that I've never seen before, and I get really excited about it because I'm like, oh, that is so cool. This like a little hidden gem. Look at the little owl. This is a little brown owl ceramic bead, and I grabbed a couple of these because I thought they were going to be really cute additions to maybe some fall earrings or a little dangle on a fall bracelet, but he's definitely ceramic. He's got a little bit larger of a hole, so I'm going to be able to put him on a lot of different kinds of stringing materials. But I thought he was so cute, and I didn't know he was there, right? I came across him and I was like, oh, a little treasure. I love things like that. He's so fun. He's very, very cute. Gina says, who wouldn't love that? I know, right? He's so cute. So cute. All right, so let's move on to some lamp work, shall we? We've got some festive, holiday themed lamp work. Whoops, sorry. That have not been on the site for very long. These have been added recently. I wouldn't call them brand new, but they're relatively new. We've got an orange pumpkin patch glass lampwork bead set. I love it when you can get lampwork in a set. It just makes life so much easier to create with, right? And they have a beautiful, this one's got a large pumpkin bead in the center, and then the little accent beads to go with it in different colors of orange with some little pops of green. Super, super cute. You can take the whole strand, restring it, or you could wire wrap it. You could separate it all out and create different pieces of jewelry with them. But I think they're super cute and fun. Really like that. So fun. The pumpkin bead in the middle is by far my favorite. It's pretty fabulous. All lamp work is good lamp work. I love it all. It doesn't matter. I think they're all fabulous. All right, I've got another little lamp work strand to show you. This one is the Thanksgiving turkey bead set, which this one just kind of makes me giggle a little bit because look at that turkey. He's so fun. I do love the accent beads the most, though. I mean, the turkey, he's funny and he's cute and like, oh my gosh, look at his little face. Stop. Those big old cheekies. I think he's just the cutest. But I really, really love the accent beads that go with this, as I was saying, with the swirls on them. I think those are so much fun. Just have a little extra texture to them. It's a cute little strand and just a little reminder that we don't take ourselves too seriously. When it comes to jewelry making, if you're not smiling and laughing and having a good time, you're doing something wrong, right? We don't have to always make super serious pieces, and these kinds of beads are definitely a great little reminder to yourself to have some fun with your creating. That is a happy turkey. Super cute. So cute. All right. Now I've got a couple of other little lampwork additions for you guys to take a look at. So these are some little lampwork pumpkin beads. It's a little 3-pack. These are in a really light color. It's like a dark cream color, I guess. Little pumpkins, the little accents, and the little leaves on them. I think these are fun. And again, a fun little way to get creative, add a little work of art to your design. These will look really pretty on a bracelet. You could do 2 earrings if you wanted to. Gotta be careful when it comes to lampwork beads and earrings. Sometimes they can be heavy. These are not particularly heavy, but you start adding other beads to them, they do tend to get heavy quickly. So just keep that in mind. I do think that they would make some really cute little earrings though. All right, and then if this color is not your style, how about the purple? We were talking about purple. It's kind of an unexpected fall color. This is an eggplant purple. Little pumpkin beads. I think I like these the most. I think these are super cute. I add a couple of little green check glass beads to these. Create some cute little earrings or a little necklace, maybe a bracelet. Kind of space them out a little bit. Put some dangles in between them because I'm all about the dangles. I like them. I think they're cool. They're different and they're fun. And again, just whimsical, fun, nice little additions. All right, now whimsical and fun. I definitely got that today. I have 2. These are so stinking cute, you guys. Adorable ghost gnome. Look how cute. Stop. I love, and this is not the only one. So this is the little ghost. Look at this one. This one. Oh, with a little jack-o'-lantern. They're so stinking cute. These are going to make the cutest earrings. My friend Kathy, she is obsessed with gnomes, and every time I come across gnome beads or gnome pendants or things like that, I get them for her and then turn them into little pieces of jewelry, little earrings or something. And that's definitely what's happening with these 2 little guys right here. So cute. They're so cute. I love them so much. Their little feet sticking out. This one's a little spooky ghost hat. They're just adorable. And again, we don't have to take ourselves too seriously. These are just fun little additions. Keep you smiling. Or maybe you do like a little desktop or tabletop Halloween tree. These would make cute little ornaments for a little Halloween tree. They're so fun. I like them. I like them a lot. I think they're super cutie. All right, now let's take a look at some charms. And then we'll actually be done. It's kind of not as long of a show as I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. All right, so keep it in line with the fall theme here. We'll save all the spooky stuff for the end. But we have a really cute little enamel mushroom charm set. I think these are adorable. These would look really cute with the little gnomes. Maybe add your gnome. He can hang out with the mushrooms. He's about the same size as the mushrooms. It's not much bigger than the mushrooms. But you could create a fun little design with that. But I think these are super pretty. You could use them individually, or you could put together a really fun little charm bracelet with these. Very, very cute. I like those a lot. The pink one is my favorite. I love that. All right. Maybe mushrooms are not your thing. So how about some leaves? Everybody likes leaves. These are easy to create with, and these are perfect for a little charm design. You could do a charm necklace or a charm bracelet. Some beautiful enamel charms, some beautiful fall colors. Just the brown, the red, the yellow, and the orange. I personally, check your phone. Patrick Mahomes is texting you, says Michelle. What? What is happening? Okay, hold on a second. I will check. That would be strange. And probably quite questionable, I think. I think he would probably be pretty mad about that. But I personally would hang little dangle-doos in front of these. You know I would. I can't help myself. I gotta hang little dangle-doos in front of everything. So I'd probably take like some little fire polish, maybe 4mm, and wire wrap 2 of them and hang them in front. Oh, it'd be so cute. I love those. All right, I'm gonna sit these down and let me check out my phone. What's happening? What's happening? Let's see. Oh, look. Oh, okay. We're going to do a trivia question. I wondered about trivia today, and then I got distracted with some other things. And yeah, let's do some trivia here in a few minutes. You want to? We'll do a little trivia between our... Eric sends me a message and says, yo, Lovecraft. Yo, what? I gotcha. We'll do a little giveaway here in a few minutes. When we switch between fall and spooky, we will we'll pause for a second to do a little giveaway. Those are so cute. So cute. Ooh, I've got something that would actually go with these. You want to see? Let me show you. So, how about some little pumpkins? Those are so cute. A little pumpkin. When my daughter Ari was born, I called her Pumpkin. She's my little pumpkin munkin. She's still my pumpkin munkin. She doesn't like it when I call her that in public. But she's my little pumpkin munkin. And these are some little pumpkins. Super cute. And I think these would be really cute mixed with the leaves. So if you wanted to, you could do a little charm design with both. Make a little charm bracelet for my little pumpkin munkin. What's funny is that she had lots of nicknames. Pumpkin Munkin was and still is her nickname, but we also called her Pete for a very long time, so much so that people thought her name was Pete. I don't call her that anymore, but when she was a baby, people thought her name was Pete. But look how cute those are together, right? Just grab yourself a piece of beautiful chain from the website and a couple of jump rings, and you've got instant gratification jewelry right there. If you've got like an upcoming event, maybe you're going to a football party. Maybe you're going, I don't know, maybe you're planning ahead for Thanksgiving. You're going to take a hostess gift. Something like this on a really beautiful piece of chain. Super cute, super easy. Yeah, I love that. You could like hang it around the top of a bottle of wine and then they could wear it as a bracelet afterwards. I love that idea. Just saying. Stop embarrassing your daughter. She's not here. It's okay. Eric said I'm going to call her that now. What are you going to call her, Pete or Pumpkin Munkin? Because if you called her Pumpkin Munkin, she'd be like, what? See, you have to say it like that. You have to say Pumpkin Munkin. You can't just say Pumpkin Munkin. That sounds silly. See, my little Pumpkin Munkin. You have to say it like that. You know how moms do. Oh my goodness. All right, one more pumpkin-y thing, and then we'll do a giveaway, and then we'll take a look at just a few. So I only have a handful of little spooky things to look at. They would make the cutest little wine glass charms. Check these out. These would also make some cute little charms as well. These are 3D pumpkin charms. You do get all of them. I think these are adorable. So there's the little orange. Look how cute. There's a little white one. There's pink, which is kind of unexpected but cool. Blue, also unexpected but cool. Black, which I think is fabulous. And the gray, which I also adore. Those are so cute, and you get all of them, which I think is cool. You don't have to pick and choose. You can get them all. Again, would make a super cute little charm bracelet, or if you're making some sort of little Halloween tree, you could hang those from, some sort of little decoration. If you were doing like, if you're going to do like a napkin ring, you could hang these on the front of the napkin rings. It would be so cute. Listen to me talking about napkin rings and Halloween trees like I am that girl. I kind of wish I was, but I am so not. I am like extra strength Dixie paper plates kind of Thanksgiving girl over here, and throw away napkins so I don't have to do any more dishes. But I do dream of being a napkin ring with linen napkins and cute little pumpkin charms kind of girl. Anybody else? Should we be those girls this year? Maybe we should be. Or gentlemen, ladies or gentlemen, it doesn't matter. Let's get in a little group. We can encourage each other to be that festive and fancy. Okay. Let's do a giveaway. You want to? Let's do a giveaway. Let's do a little trivia question. We haven't done a trivia question in a while. All right. So, I've got a trivia question about Gollum. So I think it's only fitting that I bring some beautiful Gollum things out here for a little eye candy while we do a little Gollum trivia. You want to? All right, so how this is going to work is I'm going to ask a trivia question, and the very first person to give me the correct answer will win. All right? And you might just win a little Gollum something. All right, so let's get ready. Get ready. Here we go. Got you a question, okay? So first person with the correct answer wins. Trivia question is as follows. In what country is Gollum Studios located? Ready, go. That was quick and easy. Ready, go. Ready, go. This one should be pretty easy. Yep. Y'all got this one really fast. And Eric, of course, says Taylor Swift country. I'm going to say that's probably not a thing or a place, but I mean, congratulations to our winner, Gail C. The answer is Bulgaria. Bulgaria. That one was too easy. Eric, your question was too easy. It was a good one, though. It was a good one, though. But yes, they are, in fact, located in Bulgaria. And I have gotten I had the opportunity to meet all of the amazing people at Gollum Studio in Tucson. So if you're ever in Tucson, hunt them out. A lot of times they are there with their booth, and they absolutely love to talk about the process. So if you're curious, definitely check them out. All right, congratulations. All right, I only have a few more things to show you guys, but they were definitely worth sticking around till the end. So I've got a couple of Halloween-y things for you guys. A little spooky, a little cute, a little bit of both. I like these. These little enamel ghost charms. Shut the front door. They are so cute. They're so happy. Oh my goodness. Those make me so happy. Okay, so I'm seeing mismatched earrings immediately, like the black and white ones and the blue and pink ones. So I'm thinking mismatched earrings, or you definitely could do just a standard, little chain design with these on there, but I would definitely get creative. Or you could just do a whole pink Halloween and do like a little pink ghost as the dangle. Same thing with the blue, which I think they're just so fun. They're so fun. And enamel is so popular right now. So yeah, I really, really love these. Oh, and then Janelda says, or purchase 2 sets. Exactly. Grab 2 sets, and then you can do white earrings and black earrings and blue earrings and pink earrings. Because not everybody likes mismatched. I do, but you might not be that adventurous. All right. Next up, I've got, let's see, maybe 4 more things, I think, to show you guys. So, same little enamel. Look at this. Little jack-o'-lantern. Little pumpkin munkin. This is an enamel pumpkin charm. He's super cute. Little jack-o'-lantern. He looks like he's been stitched. Oops. He is cute. I would definitely get a bunch of these. He is obviously camera shy. He does not want to hang out with us. But so cute. So cute. All right. Now a little more spooky, a little more goth. Definitely matches my fingernails today. Are the Black Bat with Wings Halloween pendant. But if you've been hanging with me for a while, I swear, you guys, the only thing I've had to drink today is water. I just can't hold on to anything. It's just me. If you've been hanging with me for a little bit, we've been talking about bats and squirrels. And we've all decided that bats are not bad as long as they are not in your house. Nobody wants these to hang out in your house. But essentially, bats are just little sky puppies, right? They're just little sky puppies, and they eat spiders and mosquitoes and things like that. So they are more than happy. They are more than welcome. I was reading the happy hour comment at the same time I'm trying to talk. But yes, you more than welcome to stick around. Little sky puppies. I think they're cute. I like this. It's pretty cool. And somebody mentioned here, Wanda says the inner shape is a skull. I didn't notice that before, but it is kind of skull-like there in the middle. But I think that's really cool. I would actually take this one, and because, you know, I have to do dangles, I would actually hang something here in the middle, because I always have to have something like that. But I think that's fabulous. Okay. Another little fabulous one is a gothic red butterfly with the skull wings. I think these are really cool too. I really think this is an interesting little design. Definitely different for your inner goth teenager, or maybe your exterior goth self. We don't judge. We don't judge. We don't, not at all. I think that's pretty cool. I would wear these as earrings for sure. I think they're pretty neat. Definitely different. I like it. All right. And then last but not least, I've saved my two favorite things for the very end. And that, my friends, are the stainless steel sugar skull pendants. There's the gold color and the silver color. I adore these. Absolutely adore these. Mine have my fingerprints all over them. Let me try to shine those up a little bit, because nobody wants to look at my fingerprints. But are those not fun? I love laser cut stainless steel. It's one of my very favorite things when it comes to charms and pendants. And to me, it's just, I don't know. They're very, very cool. And I like them both. You could mix and match if you wanted to, like if you wanted to mix your metals together. But I think they're a whole lot of fun. The detail on them, look at the little tiny cutouts for the teeth. That just, it gets me every time. I think that's why I like the laser cut so much, is because of the possibilities of the detail that you can have with metal. I think it's just really, really cool. Very, very fun. These would make really cool little earrings, little charms. You could dress these up. You could glue like, some of those beautiful prestige flatbacks. You could glue some of those to this if you wanted to. Like, there's so many options. I think they are really cool. Love it, love it, love it. All right, guys. Well, that kind of brings us to the end. I thought I had more in the show than I did, but, you know, it always looks like a lot, but then an hour can be kind of a long time to fill. So we're going to close a little early today, but you could make a bracelet with them, says Wanda, by putting the jump rings through the eyes. You totally could, though. I mean, like, you could link them together that direction, right? You could link those together right there with a little jump ring and put a little jump ring and some more. You definitely could do that. And then you could just hang something off for their head. I want to hang things off their head. Can we do that part too? I don't know what it would be, but, you know, maybe an upside down tassel, and then they look like little shrunken heads. Okay, I'm going to stop. All right, friends. Let's see. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes here. I am going to turn you around, which... we do a lot of giggling here, do we not? So I'm going to turn you guys around a couple of minutes here before we go. I think it would be important that I hold up these Gollum pendants to show you. So this is a good opportunity for you to finish checking out and, you know, finishing your shopping experience, which that's why the show is short. That's what it is. That's what was missing from this entire show. And I just realized it. I normally tell you guys how to shop, and today I just blew right past that. I was so excited about all of the items in the show that I completely forgot to give you the instructions on how it is to shop the show. So my apologies. If you were here for the first time today and you made it to this point and you have no idea what you're doing, it is all on me. I am so sorry. You can click on the shopping bag at any point during today's show. And you will find all of the items that I just showed you, and you can add those to your cart. My goodness, nothing like wait until the last minute. You can add those to your cart as well as finishing your shopping experience, which is what I'm talking about right now. So you can finish that shopping experience by checking out completely. And that's really important when we have things going on like our up to 55% off cyber sale going on right now, because items have a tendency to sell down and sell out. So if you leave items in your cart and you walk away and you come back later, they might not be there because they may have just sold right out from underneath you. So this is a good opportunity to go ahead and finish your shopping process while we wrap up the show here. I'm so sorry, guys. I was just so excited about the items. I don't know. My brain just, it wasn't doing. So take a couple of minutes to do that. I wanted to show you how big this was. And of course, it's always in regards to the size of my forehead. It's like, well, you can see how big it is. Let me hold it up to my head. I don't know why that's my thing, but I have a tendency to do that. But definitely finish your shopping process. And if you would like to, if you'd like to ask any questions, now is a great time to do that as well. Don't forget, we've got that deal of the week that's going on, which is buy 5 strands, get the 6th strand for free. That is on both the top drilled beads, which are faboo, as well as the cushion round. So definitely take advantage of all of that. So yeah, take a look at those guys. They are quite large, but they're so fabulous. They're really, really wonderful. All right, everybody. So Eric says, what's Ari's nickname? Pankin Mankin. And you have to say it like that. Otherwise, it's just Punkin Munkin. That's not cool. No, it's the little Pankin Mankin. You have to say it with the mom inflection. Otherwise, it doesn't hit the same, right? Or Pete. We called her Pete forever. Until she was probably 7, we called her Pete. And people thought that was her name. But I called her Punkin from the moment she was born. She was always just my little Pinkin. I don't know why I say it like that. Because that's what moms do, you know? Oh. There's a question. Let me roll back. What's the question? Can you show the laser cut skulls and the bat charm? Of course I can. Maybe. Yes, I can. So there's the silver. And here is the gold. And then the bat charm, I don't know if they'll fit. I don't know if they will fit, but we can, let's see. I think that the skulls are too big. You could layer those though. Like if you put the jump ring, see how I have the 2 little holes lined up perfectly? If you put the jump ring right through there, that's kind of cool, actually. I like it. Hey, that's pretty awesome. Well done. But in order to make that work though, you do have to put the jump rings right through the same hole. So you couldn't like hang it from this point, like down here in the middle, and it's still going to slightly be behind, but I think, you know what, let's do it real quick. Let me just grab a jump ring because I'm loving this idea real quick, and I can make that happen for you because I have all the things to do it, and then I'll hold it up so you can see it. Any other questions? This is a good one. Smart thinking. So I'm just going to take single jump ring. I'm going to thread on the skull. And I'm using the gold one just so that we can really see. And then I'm just layering that bat charm. Now if I could hold it still. That's very cool. Very, very cool. I like it. I like it. I think that's fun. Really awesome. Well done, y'all. Any other ones? We did make something, Wanda. You just saw it. Gina wants to know what to use to block the Gollum hole. So we've actually talked a lot about the Gollum beads and things that you can use. So because it has that large hole, there's several different things you can do. So if you do a chunky wire wrap, if you'll double up your wire wrap, that a lot of times will help to stabilize your bead if you're going to put it on wire. But if you're going to do this on like bead stringing wire, you can fill the entire bead with seed beads. So as you string it, string a row of seed beads, slide this on top. That also helps. Or you can use bead caps to go in the hole. Just turn them the opposite direction like little cups to sit in there. Bicones work really nice in there. There are so many different bead options that you can put in the hole there to help stabilize these. Bead caps are usually my favorite just because it's a little extra decorative, but yeah, tons of options, lots of different things you can do. You can put this on leather, tie knots, and that'll help to stabilize it. So there's actually several projects I think that we've done where we've done that, that you can see in our library. So speaking of, that's a great little segue. Be sure that you are part of our Facebook group, Serious Art Beaters, over on Facebook. There's a whole lot of inspiration there. Also, be sure that you're checking the website because we have a whole library of past projects where we answer questions just like that in actual tutorials where you can see step by step how to troubleshoot things like that, or how to use those beads in general, or any beads that you could find on the Art Beads website. There are so many projects to choose from. So you can always come back and watch this as a video on demand, or you can go back and rewatch any of the other project videos, or just check out the projects themselves that were on the blog. How big are the owls, and are they heavy? They are not heavy. Where did my little owl go? He's such a little baby. He's a little pinkin minkin. Teeny little pinkin minkin. He's a little baby. They are not heavy at all. They are very, very, very lightweight. And he is 10, 11, 12, 13 millimeters from top to bottom. So he's pretty small. Perfect earring size though. Perfect earring size for sure. All right, guys, last call. This is your last chance. Well, it's not your last chance, but it is a good opportunity to go ahead and finish your shopping process right now so that you don't lose any of your items. I do appreciate all of you so, so much for hanging with me this afternoon and letting me be a part of your beadie journey. It's always a pleasure. I think that's it. I don't know. Super casual today, obviously. I don't know what's going on. No, same as usual. It's a Friday, and of course my brain has stopped working at about 3 p.m. and we're way past that point. So this is what you're left with on a Friday when it comes to me. More Sara when I'll be here, same time, same place next Friday at artbeads.com/live with another fun show for you guys. If you want to see me later on my personal site, I am doing a little showcase at 7 p.m. Eastern over on my personal business page where I'll be showing off some finished pieces. A lot of those pieces where I have used some fabulous Art Beads beads. If you want to see some more beady goodness, you can come hang out with me. Yeah, and that's it for me. I appreciate you guys so, so much. I thank you for hanging with me. I hope that I inspired you. I hope that you saw something that intrigued you today. And I definitely hope you have taken advantage of our up to 55% off cyber sale that's going on right now. All right, friends, I love you so, so much. And I will see you again if I don't see you later. Have an amazing weekend, okay? Love ya. Mwah.